Uh, it is 8 p.m. Eastern now for 17th of April, and on the other side of the world it is 18th of April now, early morning 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. respectively. So let's get started with the Euro USD 4-hour chart right now flashing on your screens. Absolutely lull movement in the past few hours. You can see price action is absolutely done nothing except 10-20 pips of movement, right? So maybe it's waiting for some kind of a fundamental trigger uh, to produce that particular decline which we are waiting for. And the sideways wave 4 it falls in it falls quite a bit in line with the sideways wave 4 which is it's taking time now from 11th of April. Now we are almost the end of the week, and we are still around the same range, correct? So price action point of view, we need to wait until prices drop towards 1.1180 before we can initiate long positions. And the wave structure point of view, it is minute wave 3 which is complete. We are already within the minute wave 4 halfway mark, not exactly the halfway mark, but we are just about to drop towards 1180, which is the 38.2% or 23.23% Fibonacci retracement of the minute wave 3, which finally was an extended wave. And the trading point of view, we are sitting on the sidelines right now after taking intraday profits yesterday, and we'd like to add further or add fresh actually during around 1.1180 mark. All right. Positional traders are still holding partial longs, I think, and it's fine. Please continue holding your partial long positions and also look to add further if prices drop towards 1180 zone going forward. All right. So that is the story for the euro. Let's continue for the dollar index now. In this session, we will be touching base with the euros, which we've done, the dollar index, uh, gold, and GBP USD, and we'll also look into the Dow Jones. All right, here's the dollar index chart up on your screens. Let me adjust a bit so that it fits your screens. Price action point of view, sideways activity continues. As discussed in the previous sessions, please do not be surprised if you see a shallow low being print uh, before wave 4 could resume higher again towards 10150, because minute wave 3 specifically in the dollar index fell a little bit shorter from the Fibonacci extension of 98.25. You can see prices dropped to the 99 level, and then it's been pushing sideways or drifting sideways. All right. So as discussed in the previous session as well, I still feel that there might be one more shallow low towards 98.25 to terminate minute wave 3 before minute wave 4 rally resumes and pushes through 10150 mark. All right. So that is the wave structure and the price action point of view. And the trading point of view, uh, intraday traders already booked profits about 50 points yesterday. 50 points yesterday, yes. And the positional traders are holding short positions partially. All right. And you might want to add further if price action rallies to 10150 mark going forward. And then the potential target for the dollar index actually lies all the way towards 97 and possibly towards 95 levels as well. All right, so overall wave structure and wave counts in the euros and the dollar index is euro bulls have still got one more room on the long side, on the bullish side, and it's still not over. The rally is still not over. And on the other side, the dollar index has still got room on the lower side towards 95, possibly 90, yeah, 97 and 95. So we're still not done. Bears are still not done with their five-wave drop in the dollar index, and on the other hand, euro bulls are still not complete or done with an impulse rally. All right, so let's not be in a hurry. I mean, patience has always paid us, even in the last cycle, where we had to wait for a while, but after initiating around 104, there was no looking back actually. So that would be a similar story after this wait of at least about we just waited for almost a week now. All right. As respect to gold, that's the only chart which has been making waves recently. And if you look at the price action that has been seen in the past few hours, the yellow metal first dropped through the 33 or handle. Let me bring up the hourly chart. It actually dropped through 3285 in the New York session, early New York session, before pulling back again. So now if we look at the retracements of the rally, it has dropped through the 38.2% already. All right, and if that's correctly done, and if the impulse wave is still incomplete, we could see one more high. But really speaking, it's just about whether the high is in place or just about going to push one more time. That's the only thing. All right. So gold is actually topping in a process of major topping out, where fifth wave is terminating at different degrees here. All right. So uh, be prepared for a reversal anytime sooner, if not later, and it's quite possible that gold, uh, if not today, maybe early next week, could could break below that 300 mark. Once it is breaking below the 3200 mark, that would be the first sign with respect to the price action. So we are actually sitting on the sidelines right now, and we suggest not going long for the last wave, which could actually go and terminate around the 3382 mark or 3370 mark. All right, so please don't be in a hurry to do so, and it's okay to be on the sidelines actually and wait for price action to push through the 33 70 80 mark before it tops out and reverses lower again. All right, so gold story, we've got to be a bit careful on the long side. We also got to be a bit careful on the short side right now. I mean, initiating shorts around this level is absolutely not suggested and ruled out. In fact, we've been waiting for one last high towards 3270 or 3375 zone before we can aggressively kind of a sell, or better wait for 3200 levels to be broken with respect to the price action confirmation. Even if you look at the RSI, that RSI all the way dropped. See the drop so severe. It almost dropped to 36, and prices did not do much actually. All right, but that drop was severe all the way towards 36, showing uh, the intensity of the selling that came in. All right, now if one more high is in place, or is going to be in place in the next few hours, or maybe during the day, then this RSI could produce a bearish divergence, and that would be a very good sign or an indication of a potential top in place, and then bears coming back in picture strongly. All right, so we've got to be waiting for that to happen, and once we see a bearish divergence, I mean that 4-hour chart should also be producing a bearish divergence soon. And once we got that bearish divergences on 1 or 2 time frames, I think it's going to give us more confidence to start initiating short positions. But right now, it's actually beneficial to remain on the sidelines. All right, so we are actually waiting in all instruments, including euro on sidelines. Of course, positional partial longs are in place, but intraday sidelines. Dollar index intraday sidelines. Positional shorts are active. Gold, we are sitting on the sidelines. Bitcoin, we are sitting on the sidelines. Dollar Dow Jones is the only instrument where we have sold, and we want to continue holding the short positions. All right, that is the only chart. Let me bring it up, and you see the price action. Actually, it's not yet confirming whether it's going to reverse from here, or is it just a wave for triangle in the making before the push higher, or is it a three up and then three down and another five waves rally? So it's anyone's guess, but I think the Dow Jones is gathering pace now to to push on the higher side one last time before it turns lower again. All right, so that's the story in the Dow Jones. If we look at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart is absolutely flat. Could be making or could be producing a wave 4 triangle, or sorry, wave B triangle before that the final push through the 90,000 or 93,000 mark, and price reversing lower thereafter. All right. So these are the stories as we move into the Tokyo Sydney overlap, and we'll be back in a few hours to touch base in the London Times, or possibly directly through the New York session 2 around 9:30 a.m. Eastern. All right. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and until the next one, as always, please do take care and God bless. Bye.